Hello everybody, this is how to use Magic Bean's True Target with the $20 Audyssey Multeq app. Step 1 is you run Magic Beans, you turn off all room correction. If you want to, you can use these Dolby test tones online, just save them as an MP4 and play them through Windows Media Player if you have Atmos. If you don't have Atmos, it doesn't matter what player you use. Another option is the Spatial Audio Calibration Toolkit, which is a Blu-ray with pink noise tones for every speaker. After you run Magic Beans, you open this up, you export it, export them as multi-QX curves, export. I'm gonna save these as this. It's gonna save them, and then you open the assistant, upload True Target filters, go to where you saved them. Yeah, so you go and you find the filters, you select them all, you upload them, click download. It's going to download the zip file, and open this. It's going to have all of your filters with prepped at the end, and then this Audyssey reference override curve. You extract those to this folder. Then you open REW. Once REW is open, you go and you go find the filters that you exported and the filter file. You drag those into REW, go to all SPL, show them all. You go to Actions, Trace Arithmetic, select the override curve for 1, or for B, or for A, I mean, and then your first filter for B. Use A times B, A asterisk B. Click Generate, and then do that for all of your filters. Then you close these, and now you're going to have A times B for each one. If you look at the notes, it says B equals filters for center prepped. That means this is the one for your center. So you're just going to name it MB center 80Y override. And then this says front left, so do MBFL 80Y override. This says front right, so it's MBFR 80Y override. This says LFE, so MB LFE 80Y override. This says surround left, so MBSL 80Y override. This says surround right, so MBSR 80Y override. Once you have all those, you can remove all the other ones. Oops. You can remove all the ones. Oh, I guess it's not gonna let me. You just got to remove them manually. You remove everything that's not the MB ones. And somebody's cutting grass outside. So once you guys adjust these, go to File, Export, export all measurements as text, and then go 20, 20,000, 24 PPO, 112 smoothing, have everything checked. There's an imager link for the settings in the assistant if you want a screenshot, and then hit enter, and I'll just save it in here, screw it. Make a override filters folder, select, okay, then you go back to the assistant. From here you're going to want, see, this is the imager link that I was talking about. From here you're going to want to just upload a calibration file from your $20 app. The only thing it needs is to be configured to your speaker configuration. Like if you had one from way back in the day, that's the configuration that you need, like a 5.1 or 9.1.2 or 2.1 or whatever. As long as it's configured in that way, just click the share button in the app and then email it to yourself and download it on your computer and upload it here. Click upload template file. I don't even know if I have one. I'll just use this. It's going to tell you which one you uploaded, and then you're going to have to upload your override filters, which is right here. Select them all, hit enter. Then you're going to have to pair them up to the abbreviation. So FL is MBFL, C is MB center, FR is MBFR, SLA, I don't know what the A stands for, but just surround left. Subwoofer is SW1 or SW2, blah, blah, blah. You can read these instructions for more clarity. SRA is SR, and this was configured for top, front, left, top, front, right, but I don't have filters for those. So you could just, I'm just going to leave these for this example, but in your case, you're going to want to use one that's configured for your actual speaker config that you're currently using. This is just an example. Then you'll click download final file, and it's going to download. You have to wait for it to download. Okay, it's downloaded. Showing the folder. You can rename it whatever you want. Whatever, test.ady. You just need that .ady at the end. Then you just email that to yourself, and you download it from your phone's email into your Audyssey app, and it should, you're gonna have to double check, but it should have all your levels at 0. All your speakers will be at large with full band crossover. Um, make sure the sound target option is the high frequency roll off 2. Make sure mid-range compensation is off for everything, and make sure the frequency, the Audyssey frequency range is set to max on all the speakers. It should look like this, which is on the left is a green line, a flat line, and then on the right will be your filter. Other than that, you should be good. If you want to test how it works, you could read the testing results section. Basically, all you have to do is run a measurement of the speaker close up with nothing applied, like no Audyssey or whatever, and then turn Audyssey on that you just made, the ADY file that you just made, and then you do trace arithmetic A over B, and it should come out looking like the measurement that, or the filter that this is right here, that straight from Magic Beans, not the prepped one or any, not the override one, not the prepped one, but just this one. The difference between the two should be the same, pretty much. Like it's going to go along the curve. It's not going to be pinpoint exact. So to demonstrate the testing, I have here the filter for my surround right from TrueTarget, and the red is the difference between correction and no correction. So as you can see, they follow the same general curve. There is some deviation up on the very top and on the very bottom. And I think the low end difference is just because I have Multeq XT from Audyssey, not the XT32. So there's not a lot of filter resolution for the low end of the main speakers, but it does follow the main curve. I mean, it's not picture perfect, but it does follow the main curve. And just for the record, these deviations it's just because my method isn't perfect, and I don't think there's a way to make it perfect. Just because TrueTarget wasn't meant to be used with the $20 app, I just created a workaround. So this method is not perfect, but it's pretty damn close in my opinion. So it's not like a fault on TrueTarget or anything. It's just because this method is not perfect. So yeah. I took this measurement about like 3 inches from the speaker, so there's no background noise interference, or at least there's not a ton. Um, I'll show you the actual measurements. So the blue is with correction and the orange is with no correction. And as you can see, the blue is a little better. It follows the general curve of the actual speaker and its position. Like it doesn't, Magic Beans doesn't like force it into like a flat line or any sort of line. It just kind of sticks with, I don't really know how it works, so I'm not gonna like, you know, I'm not a spokesperson for the product, but how I think it works is like it just makes everything better, but also natural. So it's like it's letting the speaker sound like it's sounds in reality, but just giving a little bit of correction and help. And it does that with all the speakers, so they all sound natural and cohesive. That's the best I can word it. So the method works. I mean, it's not perfect, but if you want to do it with the $20 app, you can go for it. I'm not responsible for any damage to your equipment or your hearing. I'm not a professional like software developer, and I haven't tested this for any other receiver other than my own. I think I've covered all my bases. I copied a lot of the Audyssey One script, and he does a lot of the same stuff that I'm doing. Like so it should be okay because a lot of people have used Audyssey One, and I don't think anybody's broken their equipment or anything. But uh, just double check everything in the app before you send it to your AVR. Like double check the levels, double check the crossovers and whatever. If anything isn't right, then don't send it to your AVR. Try to fix it in the app. Like you can edit the levels and get them to zero. And because when I was making the app, making the assistant, I made a change to the code, and for some reason it boosted all my speaker levels to plus 12 decibels. And I caught it because my speakers were hissing even at low volume on the AVR. So you just have to be wary of those things. I think as long as it looks good in the app, you'll be straight. So yeah, that's it. See ya.